What is good, my fellow gamers? Welcome. Finally, it is the fucking weekend. Let's go. Alright, let me welcome you all to the database. My name is Ish Darkheart. I am the greatest holder in the existence of the world in the database. I'm here tonight to go ahead and start things off. I've got a lot to start to talk about with, so let me actually, because this music is loud on my side, let me do some small adjustments here. So I can still have it going in the background for you guys. Here we go, that's better. So I can actually start talking and hearing myself. So, a couple of big things we'll start off with is I actually did some major adjustments to my hardware. So, to start with, I spent the last 4-ish hours, I'll probably say 3 hours. So, okay. First thing first, a lot of people who have ever watched or listened to me here before, my mic did get adjusted, and I actually got a major upgrade there. So, I used to run a Corsair, correction on that. I used to run a SteelSeries headset. For a lot of years, it has been my most reliable tool and my most important friend, along with a couple of other key core pieces of equipment. And these are good going back up for some reason. There we go. It is loud as shit still again. I'm sorry about that. All right, let me try that again. Okay. So I officially retired it, primarily because it really didn't charge worth of shit. And that was a lot of the reasons why a lot of people were probably listening to the like the typical Windows shit. So what I went ahead and did is I upgraded, along with a couple of other pieces of hardware specifically. So I will start with the mic. So I did choose to go with if my brain could work with me right now, I went ahead and went with the Logitech Yeti. So far, it actually has. I think it's considerably better. I've been tweaking with it, and I've actually been listening to it for a little while now. It is significantly better than what my other mic was, which I'm actually pretty thrilled with. I will also be tweaking with it a little every now and again. What I'm going to try to do over the next couple nights is to kind of tweak it a little bit more here and there. If I do end up being a little bit louder, a little bit quieter, I need to work on some of the gains and stuff like that. Please don't hesitate to ask. You know, I actually have chat up right now. I'm watching it every now and again to just kind of get through it all. But I'm just kind of going through my thought process right here with it. So just let me know if it is too loud, if I need to be readjusting things and stuff like that. I will be rewatching the VODs the next couple nights like I have been, primarily just to see if there's any other things I need to be tweaking with both the audio, hardware, all that kind of stuff. So... But if you do also, if I'm not streaming or anything like that, feel free to hit me up on Discord or on Twitter even, and let me know, hey, dipshit, you know, the fucking quality was a little bit ass. You know, here's something that you can do. Like, okay, cool, appreciate it. Okay, that's one big thing. Second big thing, I got a new headset. So now I can actually listen to a lot of better stuff, and I can also change and dynamically change the bass and stuff like that. So now... and again, this is all this hardware that I'm going to be talking about tonight is strictly through Logitech specifically. So the main reason why I chose Logitech specifically was 2 reasons. One, Logitech has for a lot of years been really good with me, and a lot of the hardware stuff that I chose to deviate off of it to try and experiment. My first experiment with it was Corsair specifically, and I had mixed feelings with Corsair. Like, it's got really good hardware. My biggest problem with Corsair was strictly ICUE, which if anyone's ever used Corsair, it is the similar thing to like how SteelSeries has GG, and I want to say Logitech's called like G something else, like GE or something like that, but ICUE specifically lets you go ahead and change around the settings and dynamic parts of your setup that you're using, kind of in a similar way of like how SteelSeries and all that kind of stuff works. The biggest caveat and the thing that irritates me the most about ICUE is that it is a bear to work with. And it is a very hard thing to work with, especially when you're trying to run certain pieces of hardware that are very more not just your typical. Like, I ran with a Corsair Scimitar mouse, which is basically a MMO mouse or equivalent for them. strictly for a lot of years. I had my Corsair Scimitar for, I would say, probably in the better part of 3, maybe 4 years. Hardware-wise, fantastic goddamn mouse. I would not recommend any other mouse if you're plan on running as an MMO gamer at any point in your life, or choosing to get into an MMO. I would always suggest an MMO mouse, primarily because the extra buttons are extremely nice, especially for games that are much more dynamic. Like, I would say World of Warcraft is a good example of that. 14 is a really good example of that. I ran that specifically with my Scimitar. A couple of other MMOs I could probably top off. Like, even, I've seen some people recommend it, using it for Guild Wars 2. And, I'm trying to think of some other ones off the top of my head. My brain is fried, though, for tonight. I have very little sleep, but I want to stream really long tonight. So, we will be in for a very long stream. I'm hoping to try and actually go up until about 6 or 8. Probably 6 to 7 hours stream, hopefully, if my brain can last that long. Anyway, sorry, not meaning to sidetrack. So, again, so ICUE, the biggest problem with it is that, most mouses will typically have an internal memory on a lot of stuff. What was happening with that Corsair specifically, and I know it was ICUE that was causing the issue, because when I wasn't running ICUE, the profiles on my mouse saved and had no problems with it. But every single time, like, if I ever had to restart my ICUE, if I had to restart, shut down my computer, or anything like that, it would have an issue where it would end up to where it would be like, it would end up to where, this is loud as shit. Hang on one second. It's still loud as shit for me here. Let me bring this up for us here. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Back to where I was saying. So, the memory for some reason kept fucking up. So I had it to where I just didn't save it to the memory itself on the mouse itself. Just so that way then if I wanted to dynamically change for my profiles for like different games or anything like that, I had to physically go into ICUE, go to that profile, and then it would change it from there. Because when I tried to change it on my mouse, oh my fucking god, alright, I think there's something wrong with this Logitech shit. It's trying to readjust my audio here, and I am not thrilled about that, so I apologize about that. Okay, back to where I was saying. So, I had to physically do it, and then, which wasn't too bad, because it was like every 15-20 minutes I would like have to come back to it and be like, okay, I'm playing this game, I want to make sure everything's all set up right. Cool, alright. And then I'd be in, and what got me at the end of it, of its life cycle, was the fact that at the end, there would be literally times in the middle of a raid where, and I hate when shit, like hardware-wise, fucks up right in the middle of a fight, and it is still louder than snot. I think that might also be from the music I'm using. Alright, let me try this again. Sorry, I apologize. Where was I? Okay. So where I would be in the middle of a raid, and all of a sudden my fucking, I swear to God, I think it might be actually be the music. Let me actually switch. Let me actually pause that real quick, because now that's irritating me. So now I had to change around with the way that I had my setup again to make sure that I was able to raid, because in the middle of raid it would literally just unprogram itself and literally make it to where I literally had to try to kind of amalgamate myself through the fight enough to where then I had to go back while we were in a break some point, try to get back into it, try to get it reset, try to get it figured out, and then go back from there. And it was irritating as fuck the entire time. So I ended up changing that. I had to retire that mouse completely to a stock mouse that I had for one of my older computers. I don't remember the brand of it. I really didn't matter to me because it worked. Now that I'm actually more focused on streaming, more focusing getting back into gaming hardcore now, because I'm actually streaming a lot more. The idea now is that now that I'm actually doing it, I want to try to upgrade my hardware as best as I can, so that way I can optimally be able to, play the games that I want to play at the way that I'm able to, so that way then, the quality bumps up for myself and for the people who watch. So, Hence the reasoning why I bought my mic, my Logitech mic, my Logitech Yeti. I ended up getting a it's G502 Hero Logitech mouse strictly because it's 11 keys on its own. So, granted though, I do have to figure out because I haven't mapped it out yet on how the keys will work for when I start doing Final Fantasy 14. I think what I'll have to do tomorrow morning when I get up is do some setting changes and stuff like that to see what I need to do to get it fixed out, and go from there. So I will probably be doing that before I end up doing my long stream tomorrow for Final Fantasy 14. But so far, I've actually had no issues with it. Like I've been testing around, trying to do some couple different games before I started up. I got it on Master Duel right now, and Master Duel's not very intensive or anything, so I ain't too worried about that. And then I also got myself so I got the mouse, I got the mic, and then I got the headset. The headset, it probably won't tell too much for you guys, but again, I think I did kind of explain this one a little bit, but it does have dynamicy, so through the software itself, I can do bass boosting and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that throughout the next couple streams, I'll be able to kind of do a little bit better with the video quality or the audio quality through that software, plus also through Stream Elements, which I've been fixing and trying to get a lot better, so then my voice doesn't sound all or crappy or anything like that. So that way, then I'm not obnoxious any more than I already am, obviously. But yeah, so that will be interesting. And then the other thing I did too, so I decided to change away from using, because I originally was going to keep using my phone strictly for my web camera, so that way I can do it for my VTuber model. The problem is that I kept having to utilize it for my the charger along with it, because it killed my phone so hard on charge. So what I plan on doing is I am upgrading my web camera. Right now I'm using a old web camera, so that's a lot of the reason why. Maybe it's just the fact that I don't look exactly a little bit like movable right now, is because the tracking on this old web camera I have is a little bit scuffed for tonight, so I do apologize for that. Actually, it'll probably be for the next couple nights. So for right now, that will be the way it is until I do get my new one that's going to be coming in, hopefully maybe on Monday. If it does come in on Monday, cool. Then I can go ahead and I can get it all set up after I get on out of work, and then I can go ahead and pop in the stream. We'll be good to go to try that out as well. So yeah, that's all the hardware stuff right now. I do plan on doing some more upgrades as things move along. The main reason why I stuck with these three specifically is because I want to try to actually start improving the streams a lot more, because this is something that I do plan on doing a lot more, and I'll explain a little bit more later on that, because I do have some other things I do want to try to bring up first. So that's a lot of the reason why I want to stick with the hardware choices that I did right now, and then eventually I do plan on upgrading my computer, upgrading my setup, and then eventually even get it to the point to where the streams are much more, higher quality, as high a quality that I want it to be. Not as much as just whatever the standard is, whatever the highest that's Twitch or whatever can do. I want to do it up to my quality standards, and right now I am trying my best to make sure that the quality standards that I have are exactly where I want them to be right now. And then try to progressively go towards my ultimate goal of getting everything set up the way I want it to. So then that way, streams will be a lot more cleaner, much more effective, less scuff, and also on the biggest part is providing more content for you guys, the people who watch, and also the people who end up enjoying the content most of all. Which leads me to my next point. That we're going away from the hardware a little bit, and we're actually going towards the stream itself. So, a couple big announcements. Right now, I am actually working in talks with a couple different people right now as far as trying to get my overlay upgraded. So, little bit of TLDR. I use Streamlabs as my primary source, and the overlay you see here today is one that I chose out and then just modified to fit what I needed it to do, which is obviously to stream for what I'm trying to do. The biggest plus to it is the fact that it is more like my niche, like what I'm trying to go for my character. My obvious downside is that I do want to try to be a little bit more unique with the way that I have my setup is. So what I want to try to do is I do want to actually be, I want to get the overlay to where I exactly want it to be, so it's not like, not as hosh-poshed, I guess. At least to my standards, anyways. And try to get things to where I want it to be. So that will be a work in progress for probably the next better part of a month, 2 months, maybe it's that. As things progress and stuff like that, I will be posting those like images and stuff like that as I'm getting the images and getting permissions from the artists that I will be talking with. To get permissions from them to post them on Twitter, post them on Discord, post them on all the socials. Just in that way, then I can not only give you guys a little bit of insight and get you guys a good idea of how I want things set up, but also the fact too, I do want to, because one of the biggest things that I like wanting to do with my streaming is that I want to start promoting a lot more than just myself. Like I want to basically, the idea, my ultimate goal with streaming is that I want to promote and advertise and be able to show a larger audience a lot more very unique and very talented people along with myself. So that way, then it's not just me, coming up here saying, "Hey, I could do all this shit." It's there's a lot of people that are so fucking talented, so fucking amazing on the internet that I really want to show the world that there are people that can actually do a lot of crazy shit. So being able to like share that, like even if I do show like, hey, this guy did an emote for me. Hey, cool. That's awesome. Maybe that would be a way for him to be able to promote himself, to be able to do more emotes and stuff like that for other people, and then so on and so forth. Be able to, expand out the repertoire, being able to, and I could go back to him and say, hey, I'll pay for whatever you want for the emotes and stuff like that. I want more emotes and be able to, promote your stuff and all that kind of stuff on top of that, and then that's not even I'm not asking for a discount or anything like that on that, just for advertising either. If you guys do an amazing job and stuff like that, because my biggest thing is that I always go for quality over quantity. I always like making sure that what I'm trying to create or what I'm asking to create is going to be up to not just the standards that I set for the stream, but the standards that I set for myself as well, and for what I want to do. So being able to kind of provide to that is a big thing for me right now. So being able to promote those people that can be able to meet those standards and also exceed those as well would be just phenomenal. So that way then, get more people to be able to see that, yes, this guy could do some crazy shit, especially to some jackass's realization that I want to be able to create a fucking masterpiece, So, yeah, so that will be a big thing right now. Again, it'll be probably another month or two kind of sort of project right now. Again, I'm also talking to a couple different artists, so there will be probably a little bit of time before I start posting pictures and stuff like that, because there will be a lot of discussions as far as like what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to aim for, and so on and so forth. So for right now, it'll be kind of just like a hush hush thing, or not a hush hush thing. It'll be more just like I'll give you guys the details as much as I can as things progress. So that will be my biggest thing moving forward. Another thing that we'll be doing as well is I will be also trying to figure out what I want to do, because I do want to start kind of figuring out what I want to do for merch. Because Streamlab does offer that as well. I do want to try to find some new ways and new interesting ways to do some art for that as well. So I will be talking to artists as well for that as well. And as things progress for that as well, that will be promoted and stuff like that as things go along with the artist's rite of passage on that as well. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, okay. So that's most of the stream stuff right now. There will be more over the next probably month or so that I will be announcing as well, as far as like improvements for the streams, being able to provide more content, trying to figure out some other stuff. So I do want to lean a little bit more into my stream schedule. So this has been a discussing point for a while now that my stream schedule has been kind of weird. So there have been a couple times this last couple weekends where I've been just dog shit tired, and I either slept through the time that I was supposed to get up for a stream, or I just my energy level, or even just the weather itself fucking up to the point where I couldn't stream. So what I want to try to do is, and this is a lot of what I'm trying to do right now, is I want to make it to where my access into streaming is much easier, so I can actually go ahead and start streaming much more often. Now, what that means is that I will be probably streaming much more, how you say, kind of random. I wouldn't say randomly. So what I'm going to try to do is my goal right now is to have it to where, as much as I can, I want to go from a 2 to 3 hour stream. Whether it be every night, every other night, I will set 4 days out of the week. Obviously, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday as my dedicated days that I will be streaming. And then I want to leave Tuesday through Thursday as like, oh, if I want to stream, I could probably pop on for an hour or two, maybe a little bit longer and stuff like that. And then what that will do for me is that if, let's say, for instance, Friday, I feel like shit, I want to just kind of dig out tired. Or if I want to do some upgrades to my computer, upgrades to the stream itself and stuff, I could be like, okay, I'm going to be a little bit later tonight, or I'm going to be cutting stream a little early, so that way that gives me more time to go ahead and start working on that. But I will already stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the idea is that if I can stream a little bit more throughout the week, that'll give more content for you guys to be able to watch. And what I want to do is have it to where my streams will show up as previous broadcasts on Twitch, and I'll try to see what I could do about with YouTube and Kick as well. Now that Kick has been a new announcement thing for my channel, there are a couple, and that'll be a whole different discussion. I'll just add on to that. There are a couple of other streaming sites that I will be adding to my repertoire moving forward, primarily just so that way then I can add a little bit more, just a lot more of an open net for a lot more people to come and watch. Twitch will be my primary moving forward, and only be Twitch be my primary. YouTube, I want to try to figure out something as far as like a highlights, a good monthly video of like, hey, this is what's happened on the stream, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah. Also, maybe even do some reacts and stuff like that as well. That'd be kind of cool to do too as well. For some of the stuff that I'm kind of interested to kind of like doing for content. Which is another thing I will be pointing. I'm not trying to scatter this out. I apologize. Just there's a lot I'm trying to talk about. I have a list here on my left here that I'm trying to go through, and then I'm trying to like jump. I'm staring. Let me find this a better way of putting this. If anyone has known me for a very long time, and there are very few people probably right now on the internet that do, if there's one thing that I will always tell people is that my brain. Let me try to find the best way to phrase this. So, if anyone is very familiar with Microsoft Word format or like text format, my brain works in wingdings and translates out through my mouth and to paper as Comic Sans. Like that's the dynamicy of my existence and my way of translating things out is that my brain, even to me, sometimes just does it. Like it seems like a very staticky area, and then when I finally want to get it out through my communication of whether it be physical, vocal, so on and stuff and so forth, I have a hard time trying to not only talk about what is going on up here, but also trying to figure out like how how exactly I want to bring it out. So I do apologize if I do kind of come off a little bit, or not come off, kind of get scattered a little bit. So, but anyway, sorry. So, content wise, so streaming will be a lot more frequently. However, stream length might differ. So, the stream times will probably try to. I'm gonna try to stay as close to 9 p.m. as possible, CS Central Standard Time, in United States of America. If I do start streaming earlier or later, I will be posting that on Twitter strictly, primarily because that's just the easiest avenue for me right now for being able to communicate. Discord's kind of iffy. I have been trying to post a lot of stuff on the Discord, and I want to try to actually start promoting that a little bit more, as an option, I guess, for people if they do want to communicate. Just because, then I normally have Discord up during the week. During the weekends is kind of iffy depending on what's going on, because I like to try to focus on what I'm trying to do a lot more, and Discord's kind of like a lot like a lot of social media is kind of like that little, oh hey, I'm here, blah blah blah, and then I'm trying to do some stuff here. I'm like, oh hi, you're doing something over here. So that will be hopefully something that I will be doing my best to try to promote. I do need to make some more commands for the socials and stuff like that now that I got Kick, and then also Discord. I need to figure out a better way of promoting the link to that. So I will be probably working on that as well tomorrow, and working on that a little bit more probably also throughout the week. But yeah, okay. So stream schedule is going to be like that. Stream content, however, this is going to probably be the wildest part. So we have a lot of video games that I have planned on actually playing. Now, Master Duel right now is what I primarily stream. I will be still playing Master Duel as much as I can. However, for the next couple weeks, it might be kind of scattered. So we have 2 games primarily that I will be playing primarily. The first one, and this one's probably going to be my main one for a while, it will be coming out in July. That bad boy is Final Fantasy XIV. Dawn Trail will be coming out. The pinnacle of gaming right now for me, and has always been Final Fantasy XIV. I have been an avid gamer since the beginning part of Shadowbringers, and I've been playing the absolute shit out of it for years. I have rated. I have done a lot of content with, or a lot of like content in game with that. I had to take a break from it primarily because of personal reasons. And plus, too, I wanted to try to kind of like open up myself to a little bit more opportunities of gaming and stuff like that. So a lot of it being like Master Duel. I've been getting a little bit into fantasy PSO, Fantasy Star Online 2, NGS. There's been a couple of other games like Balatro and stuff like that. I have streamed it previously. That I wanted to kind of widen the palette of tastes, I guess, for gaming, and has done a very good job of it. But I do want to return home a little bit to some of the games that I do enjoy a lot more. So 14 will be a big one for me. So I will be primarily streaming that much more. Of course, like I said, Master Duel will be a game that I will still stream. I would like to try to still stream it on the days that I've already set, like Friday and Monday. If, depending on how things go, I actually might move those to the weekend strictly. Not because that I feel like Master Duel is like one of those games that I do want to try to like match the days together back to back, because then that gives me the opportunity to be like, okay, if I don't get something done one day, then I'm not waiting 2 extra days to be able to get into it. That way also, too, gives me the opportunity to be completing more events more often in Master Duel. So that will probably be what I'll be doing with that. So Saturdays and Sundays will probably be what I'll be doing for Master Duel strictly. Final Fantasy XIV will be primary, and then the other game that I'm actually excited to go ahead and bring up again is Elden Ring. We got the new DLC coming out next week. So that's going to be interesting how I want to do that. So I have, with how busy I've been, I haven't done exactly a whole lot of research as far as like if I have to have done a certain point in the game. I have completed the game once on a certain ending that I will not be announcing or not saying because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. I am currently still working through the second playthrough of what I believe, if I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on this, but from what I remember, from what I've reading through Reddit to try to figure out, because Elden Ring was specifically one of the games I wanted 100% like achievement complete for Steam. The DLC, I'm not 100% sure exactly if you have to complete a certain story or if you have to do some certain stuff to get to that point. So I will have to do some research on that. If anyone else does know, feel free to let me know either on Twitter, Discord, or however way you want to communicate to me. And feel free to let me know. Any information is viable on that because I just want to make sure that I actually know what I need to do. Because I think what I want to do is I want to do that for probably Friday stream. Since I'm going to be probably moving Master Duel to Saturdays and Sundays only. I will stream probably Elden Ring on Friday and then just make that an extended stream. So like, I'll go as far as I can as far as my energy is concerned because I will be working that Friday anyways. So from that Friday, the time that I get on to the time that I get tired and exhausted, I'll probably just do that first night. And then Saturday, Sunday do Master Duel. Monday, I'm kind of thinking of just kind of doing Elden Ring as much as I can until I complete the story for that, whether it be one story or multiple or however many endings or whatever. So that will be the idea for that, and then Dawn Trail will be the following week. So whatever I don't complete with Elden Ring, I'll probably try to squeeze in time to be able to do that. But then Final Fantasy XIV story is going to be a long trek to get through because it typically for the expansions so far, if I'm not mistaken, for the most part, they've been roughly about anywhere between 40 to 50 hours coming out of the X-Pack, which is phenomenal because then that means that's more content for me to be able to go through, especially story. Because, my God, 14's such a good story. I know a lot of people get turned off because of the fact that ARR exists, which I completely understand. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to, because last stream I talked a little bit about doing like a TLDR story. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should be able to do this. And then it finally clicked in my brain the next day, not realizing that we're kind of starting from scratch because, not to spoil anything for Final Fantasy XIV, all the way from ARR to Endwalker is a complete story, lore-wise. It is pretty much wrapped up, and what Endwalker did is basically kind of pivoted to allow us into Dawn Trail. So, what I might do instead of doing a TLDR to get up to Endwalker, to Dawn Trail, what I might do is try to encapsulate a good kind of like a preamblum to Dawn Trail specifically, and then also do a lot of like all my like startup stuff. So a lot of people have been recommending. A lot of people tried to do a lot of the stuff like prep stuff beforehand because there are a lot of changes that are coming up with Dawn Trail, especially the job changes, crafting changes. They're doing a lot with new classes. We got the new races coming into. More specifically, the one that I'm actually kind of more excited for is female Hrothgar, which I want to do because I always liked Mikote because of the fact that it just felt so fucking nice. Because I love absolute fuck out of Reaper. I think Aura is like my first favorite, like Reaper-esque race that I kind of like running with because they just feel like the edgy kind of type of people. Mikote is kind of a pretty close second because of the fact that they feel like the lot of the design for Makote feels a lot like the edgy type, so it kind of adds to that. And then Highlander is kind of the same way for me. Highlander is pretty basic, I guess, in a lot of ways. Kind of Midlanders actually got a good. Midlanders a lot better. Or wait, no, it's Midlanders that are the basic, and then it's Midlanders. I'm not quite sure which one's which. I'll have to remember. Probably tomorrow I'll look through it because what I plan on doing is for tomorrow's stream, I am going because I already have I got a free extra 2 days or whatever for one of the promotions that they have right now. So I am going to the sub obviously, and then I'm buying 3 Fantasias strictly because I have a Viera that I'm running with right now that I'm going to be swapping over to Ara. Well, Ara up until Dawn Trail, and then when I get the availability to go to female Hrothgar, I am going to switch to that. And then the 3rd Fantasia will probably be as a backup for if I do want to do like a sub goal or something like that. Like I know a lot of 14 streamers will go ahead and be like, yo, if we end up with like 50 subs in one night, I will go ahead and switch my character over to X. Some do like a switch from male Ara to Lalafell, the potatoes, or do random shit or whatever. Personally, if there was going to be one like that, I wouldn't mind doing Lalafell, like doing a switch to Lalafell, just because I feel like Lalafell is like that weird class that feels like, I don't know, like it's such a hard class to kind of feel like you're actually kind of like a badass when you just feel like a child, I guess, kind of thing. I don't know if that's just me being racist. I don't know if racist is the right word for that. I guess I don't know. I feel like being the potato is, I mean, it's cool. I like playing potatoes. It's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the other classes kind of are more my taste, I guess. So, outside of that, so yeah, 14 primary, and Elden Ring as much as I can, and then Master Duel will be on the not back burner. It'll be still a game that I will be still playing because I enjoy the fuck out of it. Plus, I do like enjoying the challenge of what I'm trying to do right now with the game, which I will be switching to here in just a nuance because I think we have pretty much gotten through everything so far. So, let me switch over to. I hate the fact. I love Yu-Gi-Oh to death, but when Twitch pops it up, and the first thing that pops up when I put Yu-Gi-Oh is Forbidden Memories, and I still want to play the absolute piss out of that. I want time for that. Damn it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, we should be updated now. So now we are at Master Duel. Alright, let me get our shit all figured out here. This. Alright. So let's pop that music back on. And oh my god, that's so loud as fuck. Somehow. There we go. Okay. So, we're on the main account tonight. What I'd actually think what I'm gonna do is I think I still have I'm a little debated right now because I do want to go ahead and actually do some openings tonight. I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, I see that there. I could have sworn. I apologize. That should not have been there. There we go. So my face is just showing him a little bit there. So okay, my apologies. All right. So let's. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. So this shouldn't. Okay, so it's not. All right. Good. I am gonna do a dumb here. So we're gonna go ahead and do a pack pull. So, what I want to try to build towards is why the. Okay, hang on. Let me get this audio shit figured out because it is now really aggravating. Let me see if that's just actually because of. There we go. And then I'll bring it up on. We're not going to be too loud. There we go. Okay. Check transaction. Authorize. Cool. Alright. What was I saying? Right. So, I do want to do a pack pull here. So what we'll do is we are going to actually pull for... So, I have a couple options here that I want to try to go for here. I did choose 2 decks specifically, Resonator and Blackwing. I actually, I wonder if there's a different deck I can. Let me see if there is a different deck I want to try to actually cook for. Because I feel like Resonator is he's cool. The only thing I have against it is the fact that it is very reliant, just as much as, I guess it's really just as much any other rogue deck, where it's like, if you get that combo fucked at any point, you're kind of just up shit's creek. So I want to try to see if there's a different Defiant deck that I want to try to go for. Traptrix was an old favorite. I don't think I'll probably go for that tonight. I do want to try... I mean, Galaxy has been doing really well in the event. The only problem with it is that it is kind of super inconsistent, especially if you get like that, those right amount of interrupts and shit that you got to deal with. So, Rescue Ways. So, here's the funny thing. So, a lot of people have been saying, maybe this is just a hotly debated thing, but people keep saying that Rescue Ace on its own is considered rogue. Do I believe that? I guess that's... See, okay. Here's my thing. I hate meta decks. I truly think that a lot of meta decks existing the way they do exist right now feel very obnoxious to play up against. Snake Eyes, I'm looking at you dead in the eyes. Rescue Ace enters that same level where it's like, I could go ahead and make a nasty board using just, Snake Eyes, Fire, but I already see a couple of these off of, if you do untap.gg. If you look up at those, there are a couple of Rescue Ace that litter Snake Eyes into there, which I want to avoid if I do play Rescue Ace. I do want to try to get it to where Rescue Ace is on its own. Because I feel like Rescue Ace on its own is plenty enough. I think Snake Eyes with it just makes it just obnoxious. So, if I do go that route, I don't know if I will. The other option would be to work on the Unchained. I don't think the Unchained needs any more work scratch-wise on that. So what I might do is kind of like in sync, kind of like go for a deck and then use whatever extra ultra rare material to work on Unchained. So we will do that. What we could do is look towards... So as of right now, I have my own Xyz deck, which would be Galaxy Photon. Unchained, which is my more linky deck. What I like to do, try to find a synchro deck. So my 2 options would be my Resonator or my Blackwing. Trying to think of some other synchro deck options off the top of my head, and I can't think of any. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot. I mean, Sky Strikers could be another option too. That's just more of a link deck though too, so... Exosisters is an Xyz deck, which I don't think I'll do since I have Galaxy Photon. Sword Soul could be an option. Since technically that is Rogue now. It's not in the meta right now. I could go that route. Do I want to? Is the real question. Because the one problem I have with Sword Soul, and I think it's just a lot of synchro decks, is it's reliant on Baron, the Fleur. Because I hate generic boss monsters to every extent of my existence. Well, at least hate negate. I think a negate is a very overly used and very like just scummy way of dealing with decks. Like 1 or 2 negates are fine, hand traps once in a while and stuff like that. But when your entire board is literally just built to basically just be the epitome of I don't let you play at all whatsoever, regardless of whatever move you have, that just feels like you're just it just feels bad. It just feels disgusting. Hence the reasoning why I like making my decks to where they're a lot more like built off of the power, built off of whatever core mechanic that deck runs, and run it that way over just relying on negates. So Sword Soul could be an option on that then, if that's the case. Also keep in mind too, another thing I will emphasize for anyone who is currently coming back or is currently looking to like take advantage of a good situation. So they still have the rookie and recruiter mutual follower campaign still going on. So if you go into check campaign, you'll notice that you will be able to access the Sword Soul deck if you get 1 code entries. I strongly suggest, if you have any friends, if you have anyone that is interested, or on top of that, if you do want to go ahead and pop onto my Discord and just type in your code in there, I will follow you, you can follow me back, and then we can all get the basically access to this deck, Sword Soul, which I gotta say, the fact that they give you Long Yi, which is a really good synchro card, plus also gives you the Mo Yi cards, phenomenal opportunity here to be able to get into Sword Soul decks. And then as you're getting more codes, means that you get more access to a lot of other cards. I think after, I don't know, maybe after 2 reach bronze, like disachieve bronze 2, or I would say code entry, 3 different code entries, getting that extra 100 gems and a couple of extra cards, like getting also access to Long Ying is a really good card too. Like getting access to a lot of ultra rares and stuff like that is a great opportunity for people who are just coming in or wanting to try out the game. And also just it's a really cool way of being able to be like, I want to go ahead and have more friends, you know. Pop in your code, see if there's anyone else that you're interested in watching, you know. Like there has been a couple times where I'll watch a couple of guys' replays and stuff. If the one of them decided, hey, I want to go ahead and do a code, I'm like, okay, cool. I'll send you a code, you send my code, boom, done. You know, that's one person. You just need 3 typically for a lot of the good rewards anyways. So, and if they're already at bronze 4 or below and then going up, you get more rewards on top of that. So do that as much as you can. I strongly recommend that to anyone that is interested in playing the game, or has any friends, or doesn't have any friends that, or wants to hit me up for some codes and stuff like that. I am absolutely down to help people out do that. And if we could start doing that a lot more, so that way a lot more opportunities become available to a lot of people, that'd be sick as shit. So that's that. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't get a full poll on this. So if we end up actually getting the fucking Kagui here, I will go ahead and build a Sky Striker. Which doesn't look like I get one anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. Did get a couple of the Kagui card, or the Sky Striker cards, but it's not. But, there's a... How did I not do the pulls on this character, this count? Weird. Oh well. Oh, I did get a Scareclaw. I'm not doing Mindy. Mindy is another one of those that's just... I don't know. We could do Allergus, but then Allergus is linked to... Damn it. Although, Allergus would be more into what I'm actually wanting to play, which more control decks. That is actually tempting. It is. Unless I could go into Live Twin too at the same time. I'm tempted to do that. Not gonna lie. What are my other options? Let's see. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I have seen a couple people run, Valamikia here in a couple different interesting ways. So she could be an interesting deck to probably go for. Then there's Exceeds the Pendulum, which would be really cool for some Pendulum deck options. The only problem with Pendulum is a lot of the fucking cards for Pendulum are so fucking expensive. Like, Ultra Rares outdid goddamn ass. So, I don't think that would probably be the best course of action. Let's see if we can do some... Let's see what we can finagle here. So... some other options we could, so Rescue H would be an option because I could run that as a control deck and be fine. I could also do could do Salamangreat too. Salamangreat on its own would be pretty cool. Unchained, I could, well, Unchained I already talked about doing that as kind of like a pseudo. We could make a Chimera deck. That could be interesting. I don't know how expensive Chimera is, though. I mean, it's a fusion deck, which I don't have a fusion deck yet on this account, so could go that route. Let's see. This card can attack monster. I'm just looking at Chimera the Illusionist Beast's effect here. Because I do want to go into control decks again. I feel like control decks are just so much fun for me. So, like, the fact that... if we want to do a control deck, I feel like Dinomorphia might be one that I would actually be interesting. Fusion deck, I don't have. And Dinomorphia is just a very fun archetype to get into. So, granted though, it is a very much turn 2 deck, and a lot of decks right now do well on turn 1. So, decisions. Why are there so many decisions? Let's see. What we could do. Makonko's another option, which is another rogue deck. Would I want to go Makonko? Probably not. Not interested in it. I think we're kind of decided between Rescue Ace or Rescue Ace or I guess Chimera. I feel like Rescue Ace could probably be a lot more fun. Although I don't know. Like, Dinomorphia is very much a go turn 1 deck. Because if you get turn 2, you're kind of SOL. Rescue Ace could kind of go both ways. Although the other problem too is that the fact that it is also a very, very expensive deck too. Is you also got to look at the Billistars in there too. So I don't think this Billistar. I don't think we have access to. Yeah, we don't have that pack anymore. For wait, do we? Or do we not? No, we don't have that pack anymore. We only have the pack that we have right now is the one for the ability star with the coffee deck, which could be an option. Meridium would be another option, or shit. I mean, going Fire King would be an option too. Fire King though is meta, is it not though? I guess you don't know. What does you do? Target one card is destroyed if you discard gains 500. Decisions. I almost want to do fucking Sky Strikers. It is also a control deck from hell. Hang on. Let me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let me see what some. Well, let's see what's cooked up with control decks. And of course, every single control deck that's seen so far is stun. And control and stun are two completely different concepts. And I hate the fact that control decks get lobbed into the same fucking furnace as that shit. Because control decks, the idea of control decks is obviously control, but stun decks just make it to where you just legitimately you don't get the opportunity to play. Like, you can't special summon, which most decks do. I mean, you can get around control decks. You can't get a whole lot around stun decks. Buster Blader. Ooh. That could be an option. Buster Blader. You know what? Does Untap have any? Hang on. Let's see if Untap has a Buster Blader back here. Buster Blade. Let's see here. Seems like Marinas could be another option. Yeah, they don't have any fucking beeps. Formats. Let's see. What are some meta decks right now, actually, that are in the game? That aren't fucking obnoxious to play. Or play with. Guru Control could be kind of cool to try out. But that kind of undermines the whole promise of freaking running deep, or whatever the fuck it is, deep, yeah, deep whatever. There is a zombie deck in here too. I do kind of eventually want to play frickin' Shinrui. Or not Shinrui, Mayakashi again. Will it be in the foreseeable future? Probably not. Let's see. Master Duel. Master Duel decks. Let's see. Oh, Ice J could be. Yeah, but Ice J did. Let's see. See, that doesn't seem like that bad of a deck to build. That is using Baron though. I might have to switch that around. It is Pendulum, which is another deck archetype that I kind of like playing. So let me see if there is a guide for that deck. I might actually run it just to get a better understanding of that deck. So there's one for Allergists. Let me see if there is a. You know what? I think we might go Allergist still. Altergist. I know it's another Link deck, but at the same time, though, Allergists feel like they're kind of cool to run. It's a very cool control deck. Combo control deck. Cool, nonetheless. Fuck it, we're going Allergist. we're just pulling a pin. I am not wanting to play the entire, or like basically scroll through the entire night. So we're doing Allergist. I know we were wanting to do a fucking synchro or fusion deck, but Allergist looks cool. I want to play Allergist. So let's see here. Let's start with this and see where we can work with it. All right, so I am going to be using the untap.gg tool here, so don't freak out if you start seeing this move randomly, because it will do the deck building for me. I'm using this as my start off. I'm not using Maxi. I'm never using Maxi. I'm just making a preface now for that as well. Anyways, so I use this primarily to basically kind of give me a good idea to start with, and then try to cook around and see if maybe there's some other card options that I could kind of run with. So, as of right now, I do see a lot of weirdly chosen cards. Let me actually see some of these deck lists to see if there's maybe some better play we can do here. Because I don't think Maxi is the play. Yeah, Maxi's going away for sure. Primarily because I think Maxi is a very... I hate Maxi. I truly think Maxi should just be banned. But I'm sitting here and kind of thinking, like, if I go run Maxi, then clearly I hate this feeling. I don't like running Maxi, but logically speaking, I want to be able to climb. Now, the thing is with Maxi is once it gets banned, I'll be happily able to dismantle this bitch completely. This stupid bug. So, I think what we'll do is I think we are going to go with the intent of running Maxi. Only because it's just... Like, feel disgusting just thinking about it right now. Okay, first pull. And obviously, if there's any life twin, I think I might keep them. I'm not sure. We got a time thief. That's a good staple. So, all right. Let's keep pulling, see if we can get some better cards here. All right, so we got Secret Password, Algus, Multiphase. Okay, so we got at least one of our ultra rares that we're going to need. I don't think we'll get all of them. I don't think. All right, that's getting dismantled. At least that's 15 instead of 10. So if that ended up being Royal, I would have been pissed. Not gonna lie. So Rainbow Over Dragon. Ooh, all right. We got our multi-fakers. We got all our multi-fakers. Now we just need to get our other. There you are. Oh, and we got a lot of ultra rares out of that one. Holy fuck. Who are you? I don't remember where you're from. Aren't you used in like a couple decks? I don't remember what you're used for, but you're not needed right now. So, okay. So, let's see how fleshed out we got here. So, let's see. Let's do some dismantling while we're at it. So, we're going to dismantle that. Don't need to. You off. You go. You go. You go. You go. You go. You definitely go. You go. You two go. Dismantle. Dismantle. Okie dokie. Alright. Let's go ahead and build out what else we need here. Let's get you. What do you do? Up to norm. Wait, hold up. Target up to 2 to your opponent controls. Banish them until the end phase. Then your opponent gains 1,000 for each that left field by that effect. That's such a weird trap card to be using in this deck, but sure. Okay, let's actually make some adjustments here. So, one of the guides I'm looking at here, I'll be more than happy to link it here in a second, but what it's utilizing is we're utilizing 2 of you. We're only gonna do. Still get 2 of you. We don't want to go ahead and grab you. Artemis isn't necessary. I don't think SP will be doing us too much good here. So we'll dip out that. Let's also. Trying to think here. See, this deck is also using Floodgates, which I'm not a huge fan of, but again, it's that whole premise of, do I just rattle the beast or do I just go full bore? And in this instance, I think I'm just going to go full bore primarily because I don't see any disingenuous intention of like using okay. Here's the way I look at Floodgates and how I look at it is that if a deck has to use Floodgates to be viable, then that sucks, but realistically everyone's going to be doing it anyways. So it's either join the party or don't, which isn't a great way of looking at it either, but I don't know. It feels scummy, but it is what it is. Let's do. We get Underworld. We'll grab you. We'll grab our princess. think I have. I do not have her. We'll grab one of you. And then we'll run the obvious swarm ship. Combo with her. Combo. Dilly do. At least it has one synchro card in Alchemist, so there's that too. So, and then, do I have any other traps that I could put in here other than? No. I suppose. I'm trying to think if it would be. Trying to think. So we only got enough for 4 ultra rares now. So we get to decide how we want to do this. So 2 obviously will probably end up going to those 2. Because those are core parts of the deck. Promethean Princess probably makes the most sense here too. Running Link Rebo probably makes the sense too. Just means then we won't be able to utilize Max C, which I'm not totally sad about that. We won't be able to do that. Won't be able to do that. Okay, so what we could do in return though is you could run it a couple different other combo-y cards to kind of counterbalance it in return. That might be the play, just because then the only option would be taking you out 1, 2, 3, 4. That would mean that I wouldn't be able to access friggin' Elf, which kinda sucks because Link 2 would be Hexian, which would be a good card to have back off of friggin' Elf, which would be part of that combo too. What do we want to trade off on that? We could get rid of you. That's I would need to get rid of 2 cards. I don't want to get rid of my Lapalooza. Nightmare is not going away. I think we'll have to hold off on using her specifically. So we'll work with what we got here. So we'll grab our typical U2. What else? Other staples could we grab in here? I think that's pretty much it for staples that we could probably throw in here right now. So we'll go ahead and make up our extra deck. Grab our Link Rebo. And then grab our Promethean Princess. Okay. So in order for us to get another ultra rare here would be to dismantle 2 ultra rares, which we're not dismantling anymore right now. So let's look at some trappy cards to start throwing in here. Protocol, we probably only want to run one of those anyways. There is Haunted Rock, you could run that. Run more let's run. What is that? Oh, that's a normal. Why isn't that? No. Why are you not in existence here? Or what? Oh, do I really not have any of those? Okay. Well, we'll take care of that. We'll grab you. That is pretty normal. Let's grab one of you. Oh, I guess they are part of the new cards, so that's fine. Then let's grab just in the off chance, and then what are we missing? Wait, how are we on 14? Hello? What am I missing? It's not. Wait. Oh, because it's alright. Okay, so it was trying to think of Spring and Elf. I was trying to think donk, but it didn't think donk correctly. So let's run Appaloosa. Why not? There's Appaloosa. All right. Allergist is built. Let's go ahead and get it proper built. Let's just do that. Let's see, allergist. What would be a good allergist back? What dual fields do I have for allergist? Not really a whole lot of options. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I wonder if I can get it back. There is the one dual field that I think I haven't got. Yeah, Cyber Burst. We could probably grab that. And that'll work for our cyber allergists. But for right now, I think we will use. We already got those two set up already. Wait, no, I haven't used the Sky Temple one yet, so we will use that one. There we go. Our main three folks are gonna be you, and you. All right, so Allergus is done. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's also. Didn't that one have with a? Did it really not? Wow. That really didn't come with one, did it? That came with the first one. That one came for Blue Eyes. There was really not one for. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Let's do. That looks cool enough. Then we could run. I guess. Mutant would be pretty close to what Allergists are, anyways. So. Yeah, we'll use that one actually. Alright. That'll work. Alright, Allergists are built. Let's go ahead and let's give him a crack here. Copy, yes. Let's go ahead and break out Allergist here. Alright. Let's do a couple duels with it. Wow, we've already been going for an hour and a half. Jesus Christ. Into our first duel in an hour and a half. Alright. This will be the decider for going up a rank. So let's hope for a good start here. Also have a guide up here on the side, excuse me, for combos, so apologies if I'm not looking directly at the monitor sometimes. I'm also like looking at my other monitor more than I am looking at my primary now. Go. And what do we do? Lost duality. That's kind of sucky. Oh, I don't have a drink either. Fuck! Got so fucking ready to go ahead and start streaming and all that. I forgot to fucking get my drinks and shit. Oh, fuck. Fucker uses tomahawk. I am actually kind of excited to start streaming a lot more again, because streaming has definitely been one of those like really cool, way more interesting like propositions. More of a hobby right now because it's like very fun, very interesting, and very like chill to do, especially after a long day. Oh yeah, sorry, not meaning to yawn. Yeah, so here comes the chain. Here comes the chain. This might be a minute. If it wasn't for the Fahrenheit, stupid bitch. Holy shit. Excuse me. Where is this from? No, Family Jewels, 100 gaming fucking deals. Fun. Cashier going right into fucking. Alright, so we got an Omni Negate. We got two Omni Negates. And an IP. Oy vey. Alright. Oh, well, we get Pot of Prosperity or Pot of Extravagance. We gotta deal with the Max T2 on top of that. Cool. Alright. Okay, idea. Let's do a prosperity here. I want to try to see if I can get the Baron to bait out here. What do we want to do for 3? Let's do. We don't need 3 for 2 of you. I'll take a go. That'll work. Let's do this. Let's just see if we can trigger something here. That's fine. Okay. This is gonna get rough. So we're gonna have to play this pretty close to chest here. Skill drain. He's gonna activate his negate. Fuck. Why didn't it let me do multi-faker? What? Wait, hold up. Why couldn't I multi-faker? Wait, is it because it's a continuous and not a fucking regular trap? I'm so fucking confused. Why can't I activate him? Because of... Yeah, don't matter. We lost. Activate effect. Alright, let's see if we can negate. Oh, no, it didn't let me. Cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, let's give it another try here. Still get another chance. What's up, Emerald? Long time no see, bud. For 1 second again. Okay. Not a great hands. Make it work though. Reinforcement. Oh, I smell Mandadium all over this motherfucker. Yep. Fun. Alright. That's fun. Oh, shit. I have a star for a 4-day summer camp for one of the most prestigious jazz bands for high schoolers. Oh, hell yeah! Wait, I have to start for a 4-day summer camp for one of the most prestigious jazz band for high schoolers. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That actually sounds really fun. You guys like? Wait, so if it's a summer camp to do jazz in high school, that's such a. That actually sounds pretty cool. Wait, was that the one project that you were talking about before that you were trying to get started up? Or was that something different? That was disc golf. Okay, alright, sorry. I remember you say something you were trying to start up a project, or starting up a school project, and then I think that was, okay. No, we're good. We're up to speed. No, that sounds like actually kind of fun. Hope you guys have fun out there. Do jazz. That actually sounds like a... Oh, man. I hope you get some really good memories out of that. Got to choose to play with them out of 40 people who auditioned. Oh, that's cool. Damn, hell yeah. Congrats. Make sure to get a lot of pictures and videos. Definitely, actually, if you do have any, like... If you do plan on, like, I'd actually be kind of curious. If you do actually, like, do any audio or anything like that, I would love to listen to some of that at some point. If you do actually, when you come back or whatever. That'd be kind of fun to listen to on the side or whatever, if you're cool with it. I'm a sucker for jazz. Jazz is, like, one of those music that's always, nice and chill. Alrighty. We're just Mandadium to Mandadium. Actually, might I need a ear effect as well. My allergies are fucking kicking my ass all of a sudden. Oh, I should also mention, we are officially at 15 followers. So we're slowly getting our way up to 50. The 50, there is still a follower goal still set need to get it back up on my screen still. I'll probably do that before I stream tomorrow. The goal is still 50. Once I hit 50, then it will probably be a 12-hour. There will be a 12-hour stream dedicated to. Oh, hi, Baron. Hello, Baron. Welcome back, Emerald. There's still a follower goal for 50, so that will be a 12-hour stream dedicated to whatever game chat decides. That will be a poll that will be set up either through Discord or through Twitch. I don't know. Love spending 2 hours wiping my trombone. Yeah. Love it too. Especially when you, well, especially use that special wax. Completely clean it off. Until it all spit out and shit. Fun times. I played trumpet in fucking middle school, and that was like one of the worst things to deal with, so. $9,000. Yeah. Fucking trumpet I bought from like there was a used one for middle school. I bought that. It was rented for like $600 for the year, for the school year. 9,000. That Jesus Christ. How was it? How much was it that discount, man? What the hell? $9,000? What is that like? Jesus Christ. I feel like that would be like about a 3,000. So, wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. That's actually kind of crazy. Fucking 12. That would be. Oh yeah, that would be $12,000 for an instrument. That's wild. That's so fucking wild. Yeah, I gotta make sure that shit is fucking cleaned out then. Otherwise, I don't think I wouldn't want to be the one to actually have to figure out how much it would cost to repair that thing. Oh God. It's a fancy instrument, sure is. Is it like? Is it like an actual just straight trombone, or is it like? Is there any like special like? Send a pic? Oh yeah, actually, if you do, that'd be awesome. I think you're still. Are you still have my Discord? Oh, is it a bass trombone? Okay. Yeah, actually, if you have a picture of it, I would love to actually look at it because 12,000 trombone just. That baffles me. Here, give me 1 second here. Let me see if I can link you to. Pretty sure you're in my Discord, but I'll send you here. I got you, fam. There you go. Post a picture in there. I would love to see it. I'm actually genuinely curious. And the $12,000 that's still okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to. It's just that's crazy. You choose the cross sheep at the end of this? And you choose it that's such a... Okay, whatever. You pulled a dom. 2 spots that you should have pointed it to. Yeah, well. This means he can't summon, what is it? Can't special summon a level 4 under. You gonna try to do something? Or are you gonna... I'll quit there. There, buddy. I would like to have a turn. Oh, nope, you're gonna go for it. Cross sheep, defeat. You're not gonna use Vicious to eat your Lightheart here? I guess it doesn't really matter. The extra attack won't matter too much. mistakes. Wow. Holy crap. That's actually kind of wild. Very shiny too. It's just seeing that second picture. It looks like a fucking. You got a mint condition one. Take really good care of it, man. That thing looks fucking amazing. God damn. Yeah, that definitely looks sick as shit, though. Wish I still had pictures of my fucking trumpet from middle school. 2 hours of wiping, yeah. Wait, so I don't know a whole lot about like instruments and stuff like that still, even though like what kind of wax do you use, like a wax, or is it like is there like a special cleaning compound for that kind of shit? Like what kind of process goes into that, like cleaning that? Because that just feels like a lot of time investment into that. Just use a microfiber towel? Okay. I'd be worried about scratching that bitch, honestly. Especially with it being brass. Be taking extra, like, oh god, if I scratch this up even just a micrometer, I may as well just, yeah. I would have used window cleaner? Okay. Well, actually, window cleaner is, yeah, that makes sense, because it's a not as, like, an aggressive cleaner, I guess. So, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of, yeah. I don't know why I remember it, but there is a wax or something like that that I could have swore that you could use too, but no, at least I'd say the biggest thing is as long as you enjoy it. I don't have that. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Having that wax would probably keep it shining like that, but I don't know if it's practical for it. Like it's a crucial part of it, so I'm not 100% sure on that. So, let's see. Let's do you. And you. And hope we could get another turn. Haven't even seen in my other. You have other ones? Dude, okay, share. I need to know just how extensive is your instrument catalog here. I'm actually curious. You have my curiosity, my good sir. Oh, man. Is that the... Okay, sorry. I may have asked this before. Is it the reason why your name is Mr. Tormental? Is it because that you're instrumental, Mr. Tormental? My brain just clicked at that for this moment. So I might be wrong. I apologize. It just clicked in my head, and that's the only thing that just came to mind. Let's do that. That's gonna get banished. That's fine though. That is fine. Tuba, straight terror. A tuba, a straight tenor, trombone, trumpet, two accordions, one carbon fiber Ook. Oh, is that you could wait? No, ook, clarinet, electric organ, and one upright piano. Oh, okay. Man, that's quite the list. Ukulele. Okay. I was like, ook. Is that is like an instrument I've never heard about. Okay. Oh, ukulele. Okay, cool. Wow. You got some freaking extensive. You got some extensive music experience then, I would imagine. What's your favorite? That would be my curiosity. Like, out of all those, is there a specific one that you like? Like, if you were ever told to, like, I'm gonna go ahead and like go up against the devil, and this is an instrument that I'm gonna use up against somebody, or I guess the bass trombone. Okay, that feels like it. That's probably a good one to go with. Is that the one you're going to be taking to the jazz? Or are you going to take all those with you to your? Actually, that'd be kind of weird to see you just come through with like a freaking like a line. Oh, okay. Like a line of like suitcases with all your freaking instruments. That'd be actually kind of wild. Just all of a sudden see you coming out of a book with all of that. That'd be kind of cool. I'm in the process of learning one of the hardest bass trombone solos there is. Oh, really? Mind pre-telling what that is exactly, or I'm kind of what is the hardest? Kind of curious. Bass trombone. I feel like, I've actually really never listened to anyone use the bass trombone. Actually, hang on. Let me see if I can find some bass trombone here. YouTube be a friend. Fly or Die for bass trombone played by Lionel. Oh, okay. Here, let me see if I actually can pull that up. Hang on. I'm a little curious now. Let's pull that up. Alright, here. Holy. Sorry, I'm watching this video of how. Actually, you know what? Oh, it does get harder? Okay, hang on. Let me bring it up just a little bit more here. Okay. This guy's just popping off. What the hell? Huh. I gotta say, the you could tell just from listening to this that he put a lot. There's a lot of talent behind this guy. Just the way that he just. Yeah, I could see this be just. All right, let's see. One of the best. All right. I can see why. Jeez. The okay. I'm just gonna keep listening. This is actually really. I have a lot of things that are just. Not gonna lie, I'm more interested in this right now than what's going on in the background right now, because all I see right now is just all negate. This will be a quick match again. That's fine now. Alright. Well, we're not even done yet. Alright. This is. I'm smiling. I'm legitimately smiling as I'm listening to this, because this is just like. This is just. I'm still listening. Let's see if we can pull something off here. What do we got? So, not really a whole lot to do here. Let's try something here. Nice. Alright, that was actually really sick. So, oh, I don't want that music going. Let me go back here. So just with the way that this guy was actually popping off, it's just mental. Cause you gotta figure a lot of tone changes that are happening in this, like there. Like a lot of that there felt like a lot of like there was a lot going on right there. Just seeing the way that it was sliding back and forth and just finding that right tone in that just that's so so a lot of it there too. It's still kind of that small build up. See that I gotta say that those low tones. I'm having a hard time seeing how he's doing that, other than just him kind of probably like the lip movement probably has a lot to do with that. I would think it's hard to tell. It's just it's so hard to tell. Alright, maybe Allergus isn't working for us right now. Let's switch things up a little bit here. We'll do our galaxy talk for a little bit here. I want to listen to this part here because it's. See that right there. So like, I think what he's trying to, and maybe this is where I'm wrong, but when he's trying to, I think it's the same stream. He's just trying to like the muscle memory that he has to do to try to remember where exactly that has to hit is just wild because you got to figure. It's just like hmm. That's just that is another thing that he does. He's trying. I think what he's trying to do is he's doing like he does the repeat part there. Gives him a second with his lips to kind of give him a little bit, and then again goes back into it, and it just the fact that he's able to do that consistently is wild. Is shit. It's so cool. I love it. That is so cool. I appreciate you sharing that with me. That is awesome shit. I'm actually gonna go ahead and post this in Discord as well for anyone who is interested in listening to this on their own time. It's wild, and I love this kind of shit. Like the fact that this guy got so good at just this one instrument alone, it's so cool, and I love it. So fucking wild. I love it. But that is gonna take some time for you to learn that for sure. I would say I'm sure I don't know what would be like the most consistent way of being able to say like what would be like the longest time it would probably take to learn that, but I'm sure it's gonna take quite a long time, unfortunately, but I'm sure you got the talent for it. You'll be able to make it. I 100% believe in you. That's gonna get 8. Ugh. Alright, let's see if we can do some cooking here. Alright, let's... What do we want to try to go for here? Galaxy, probably not even Hall. You do hand or graveyard, right? Yeah, I want to send that to grave. No. Send it to grave. We'll get activate Emperor's effects. Oh, and it's gonna get called. Fuck! Unlucky. Unlucky. We could use Eternal Galaxy here to see if we can work some magic here. Hopefully. Okay. Shit. Forgot that it can't be fucking targeted and destroyed by effects. That's not bueno. Not no bueno. Oh shit. Ugh. We're getting dick down hard here. Oh shit. Actually, oh fuck, I don't want to do this, but if I'm gonna be able to get up early so I can start doing some of the shit I need to do for stream tomorrow, I'll probably end up calling it early. Actually, we'll be calling it really early, but I think we'll do this duel. We'll finish this duel out and then we'll call it. I want to try to get up early, so that way I can get the stream stuff started for 14 tomorrow. So, yeah, that stream will probably. I think what I'll do for that stream is that stream will be on live tomorrow at. Oh, how early do we? Let's do 7. No, because if I want to make it if I want to make it an 8-hour stream, I want to try to probably do it a little earlier, so that way I'm not burning myself out. Let's try to shoot for 6 p.m. Central, and then if nothing else, if that changes, I will go ahead and we will go ahead and change plans there doing that. So change plans. I will post it on Twitter or Discord, so that way you guys know. So, but tomorrow will be 14 only, and that will be a very interesting stream because that'll be technically my first real time actually like returning to the game. So, in over, I would say probably like over a year now. So, interesting, nonetheless. Bye board. Been nice knowing you. Alright, let's get Trace going. Granted though, Trace probably isn't gonna do us any good here. Unfortunately. This is the shit that I don't like. The fact that he is able to get fucking level 8s without having any issues from his grave. Just out of a whim. Just to do this part next. Yeah. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. Plentiful flan. I think Trace will probably end up fighting us more than it will probably be able to use, but it should be fun. I think we'll try and see what we can do here. Oh, Brave could help. Alright. Let's do some cooking. So we want you. We'll grab Wizard. So what we're gonna try to do here is we're going for Solar Flare using this. The idea here is going to Solar Flare to get need a Photon card to put in our hands. You could probably put Orbital, or we could Galaxy into. Well, yeah, we could Galaxy here. We still have a normal summon still, so. Plus we could Jumper too on top of that, so. Let's do Expedition. Then we will activate your deal. Let's do you Orbital. Then we do Orbital equipped onto Solar Flare, or whoever really. And then Orbital into. No, actually, I think. Then we'll activate effects. What we're probably going to need to search for here is going to be Vanquisher. We'll use Vanquisher to grab our Galaxy, activate Brave's effects using Photon, go into attack mode here. We'll use yours, then we'll use Expedition, grab Afterglow, then we will activate and grab. I think we'll go into the Cypher combo here. I think that's our only play here. We'll do our time here. Okay. Oh, I should probably put some music on this one. Not even sure really to do here. We'll go for Tachyon here. That should help us. Actually, we could do that too. That's fine. Oh, I can't. Right, because I used Skipper. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. I was kind of hoping that I could utilize Core Armor and Cypher to try to fucking deal with this, but unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. Hey, Thunder Dragon. What's up, you douchebag? Dumbass. What is this for? Oh, Legend of Zelda. Another game I should probably play at some point. Legend of Zelda games just don't seem to interest me a whole lot, unfortunately. I never got to play a whole lot of Nintendo games early growing up other than Pokemon. Most of the games I got to play were PlayStation 2 games, so like Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter, a couple of other games. Totally fine with. For some reason, just Legend of Zelda games just not really the whole thing for me. Not really something that I got interested into, fortunately. I guess. I know a lot of people, at least a lot of friends that I have, really like playing those games, so. Never really got into it. Another game I might try it at some point just to see. We shall see. Yeah. So what are our options here? Oh, you're gonna do this. What's up, fucking Hammond? Fun times. Fun times. Alright. Well. Hi, back forward. Yugi boy. Watch, I see the Zeus coming in. Oh, no Zeus yet? Ay, vey. Full times. Alright. Let's get rid of, I guess, you. Although I think you'll die because there's already a wind monster, right? You use the. Is that how that works? Yeah, one thunder card's going right to banished. Go figure. I should have read that earlier. Shit. But yeah, hopefully the stream was really good for you guys. And the VOD will be posted still on Twitch. The VOD will is also being saved to YouTube as well. So YouTube links right down below there, right there for you. So if you guys want to check that out, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'm getting exhausted. This way too, I can go ahead and get an earlier start, try to get stuff done, all set up, and take it out for tomorrow's stream. Like I said, tomorrow's stream is going to be Final Fantasy 14. We will be doing a lot of the prep stuff and all that, getting ready for Dawn Trail coming out. I think what I'll do for Monday is I'll still do, well, I think I'll still do Master Duel, and then following next weekend will be when we start doing Master Duels on weekends only, Saturdays and Sundays. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I will try to see if I can spend time and actually start doing some more brain work right now. More 14. So that way we can get all fully caught up and all that. So let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to raid someone tonight this time. Let me see if there's anyone on. Oh my god. I was about ready to pull up my manager, and all of a sudden there's a really cute so one thing I really like when I go to sleep and stuff like that, or one thing I do for sleep, is I watch like turtle streams and stuff like that, like them just hanging out, listening to music and shit. So a lot of them do charity work and stuff like that as well. So it's kind of what I like doing. So but no, unfortunately, that is not what we're gonna be aiming for. Let's do. Who is? Trying to see if there's anyone. Oh, actually, there's somebody who's playing Shadowbringers. Okay. Let me see if I can get them to. Let me see if I can get my shit to work right. Let me see if I can get this to work right the way I want it to. channel. Actually, I wonder if there's anyone. God damn, there's not really. Dang. Come on. Why is it not letting me read? There's a couple of these guys that are doing Master Duel as well that I want to do the raid on, but for some reason they just say that they're not available to raid. So that's fine. I was actually kind of hoping to just send you guys over to that, but I don't think that's going to work, unfortunately. So let's see if we can. What if there's any sprouts that are going through? Let's do. Oh, they got 16. That's let's do. Oh, there's another hello gentleman. Alrighty, let's do. We're gonna go ahead and raid Altar Buster tonight. They are playing through the end part of Storm's Blood, working towards Dawn Trail. If you are interested in watching some of the stuff before, or if you are interested in playing 14, I strongly suggest at least watching a couple of them. I will start the raid here now. Give them some love, give them a follow, make sure, spread the love. I will be live tomorrow with some more 14, with 14, first time, or back in a while, so let's get it done right? Alright, so I'm gonna start the raid now. Alright, thank you so much everyone for coming in, saying hi, and we will see you guys tomorrow night. 9 p.m. Central, maybe earlier. I think I'm going to try to do 8 p.m. Central. So, hope you guys have a great night, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Ish. Oh! Oh, shit. Ah!
Get a little bit you were last playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Oh, dang, nice. How's that going for you? I hope you have fun with that. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In ages. Dang, mostly I just meme off the show nowadays. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Welcome in.
Lord Kyan.
The king of the former king of Dormasa. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
have made a mark.
What's that?
Of that, man.
Surely you jest. That was Xenosier Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the crown bloody prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
Oh, get used to that. That gets worse.
That was Lord Xenos.
Oh no, we killed his crush. Shit.
Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me.
Well, I can change that last one with the esthetician. Power's going up though, so you better just deal with that.
Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary.